Hey everybody, I am Jessica Hampton with Imagination Station Learning Centers, and today I am going to teach you about lesson planning and how we do that at Imagination Station. So we use our parent app, ProCare Engagement, to keep all of our lesson plans straight. A couple of things that you need to know about lesson plans before we dig in on how to do this is that lesson plans are due the Wednesday before you teach the lesson. So just like our tuition is due a week ahead, our lesson plans are also due a week ahead. So you need to have them updated in ProCare by the Wednesday before the week you teach it. That way, by Friday, we are ready to print the lesson plan, and it is required that you post your lesson plan outside your doorway Fridays before you leave to make sure that everybody has their lesson plan, your materials are gathered, and you are ready to go for the week ahead. So those are a few quick updates on how to do and what to do with a lesson plan. Let me go ahead and share my screen with you. I am going to do this lesson plan from a computer, but it is pretty similar if you're using your iPad as well. So let's go ahead and share with you, and then we can get started. So we're going to go to this website, schools.procareconnect.com/login. Right there. Once you get there, you'll see a lovely ProCare welcome login to your account. Your info is probably not saved. I like to keep everything saved on my computer so I don't have to remember 1,000 passwords. So we're going to go ahead and log in. And then it'll give you the option for a staff teacher account or a parent account. You're going to want to make sure you're on that staff teacher account. Okay. Once you are in to your staff teacher account, you may have a couple of different options on here. Yours is probably laid out just a little bit different than mine because it's an administrator account that I have, but we're going to want to go over here to the left-hand side and look for that learning tab. Once under that learning tab, there's a tab that says lesson plans. Make sure we are selected on that. And again, because I am on an administrator account, I have every classroom's lesson plan listed. Most teachers will have access to their classroom and possibly another classroom in the same age group, just so that you have access to the kids' information. So it is always a good idea just to double check right here and make sure that you have selected the correct classroom. So we're just going to go with pre-kindergarten today. So this is the pre-kindergarten lesson plan. I will say after reviewing this lesson plan to get ready to show you, it is missing the Indiana Academic Foundations. So you do want to make sure that that is listed on every activity that you do. And you will have a course in the Indiana Academic Foundations. But for an example, if we were doing this lovely All About Me poem, I'm just going to edit that. I can put under the description, I can just put an enter, and then I can say it's English language ELA 4.1. Sorry, don't need that. English language arts 4.1. And then I would just list what that foundation states right there. So that is how you add the Indiana Academic Learning Foundations. And if you have trouble finding those, you can always use, in Katie's terms, the Googler and search Indiana Academic Foundations, and it will come up with the document for you, or you can find it in the staff school drive. If you just search in the staff school drive, it is also listed in there for you. So really easy to access, a lot of great foundations in there for you to work with. So let's go back. Now that we know that we have to add those Indiana Academic Foundations, we are going to go ahead and go to the next week. Week 2 here. So we're going to, oh, she has the next week done. Awesome. Let's go to a week after that so that we can kind of play with it. So when you come to a blank lesson plan, nothing's entered yet. This is how it'll look. You are more than welcome to work ahead just by clicking the next week over. Just kind of keep track in your lovely I don't have it with me. Yes, I do. Your lovely teacher planner looks a little different each year, but there is a curriculum guide in there and keeps you on track with what lesson you are on for the week. So make sure you double check that. We're just going to add a lesson right here. Click add lesson. And we're going to search because there are so many lessons in here that it takes a very long time to scroll through them all. So we're just going to search. I think we're on week 4 at this point. So we're going to search week and we're going to do 0, 4. So really important to have this 0 right in front of your number or you will not get the same results. So when we search week 0, 4, we notice that all these activities are listed for week 4. It is important to note that not all of these activities are for your actual classroom. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and scroll up. If you look at the different colors, you can tell younger toddler, pre-K 4 in this school is listed as red. It may be different in your school. So you may want to make sure to kind of hover over to see what those are. And since we've only selected Monday, we want to make sure that we select only day 1. Okay, because this lists everything for the whole week. So you don't want to click on everybody's and start selecting like crazy, or you'll have all of your lesson plan only on day 1. So we're just going to click over here. Week 4, day 1, pre-K 4. We want to select that one. Perfect. And we will add that. Okay. Then remember, we're going to go in and edit it right here under the full description. We're going to look at the activity. It's about senses. So that tells me that I'm probably going to look at my science foundations and find science, which will be in capital letters, just kidding, science 3.6. And then I'm going to list what that foundation says. And then I can also edit duration, things like that if I want. I'm going to select my room, pre-K, and then you can save it. I'm going to cancel out just because I don't want to mess with anybody's lesson plans, but that's how you'll save it. Okay, so you're just going to go through that over and over till you find, actually, I'm going to go back to the weekly plan because that's easier for me. And then I'm going to make sure I'm on the right week. And then I'll just go through day by day, adding what I need. And remembering that I'm going to access the actual Bible curriculum. We know we're on week 4 in the Google Drive. So I go over here to the left, shared drives. I'm going to go to my school shared drive. Got all of this here, curriculum, Bible. And I am going to just look for week 4, pull that up. And that gives me all of my activities for week 4. So I can just put those over on my lesson plan as well. And so I'll just add those in to the lesson plan as well. Then when I'm all done, everything is entered. Just to make sure I don't mess up their lesson plan. Everything's entered. We're good to go. It's Friday. I know this has to be posted before I leave on Fridays. So I'm just going to go over here to the 3 dots. Print lesson plan. It'll come up in this lovely format. Oops, it comes up in the format if you're signed into Adobe, which I'm not right now. So we will do that another time, but then you'll just press print. Make sure you make a copy for yourself to have in the classroom, and then you have a copy posted outside of your classroom door. I hope that this helps you with creating a lesson plan and just remembering that it has to be done by Wednesdays the week before, and you have to post it on Fridays before you leave. If you are gone on a Friday, you want to make sure you talk to one of your team friends and make sure that they get it posted for you. Hope that helps, and I hope you have a terrific week. You are fabulous. Have a great day.